I just wanted to weigh in for a quick minute um, about what the headline is saying here about how um, Mike McCarthy runs things differently. What I've noticed already, the first thing I noticed was Mike McCarthy saying that he practices scramble drills, and I don't think he realized when he said we run, we're going to be running our scramble drills. He was just talking about some of the things they practice, but I don't think he realized that it's been a big problem here for the past couple years with multiple years in a row. I personally posted in the Post Gazette um, sports section that the complaining that the receivers are just standing around when Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers are outside of the pocket. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is, the receivers are just standing around. They don't know, they didn't know how to run with him. And whether it was, sorry to say, I'd like Pat Fryermuth, Calvin Austin, um, Roman Wilson, um, these guys just standing around when Wilson is scrambling, when Russell Wilson was scrambling, and then when Rodgers was scrambling last year, people say, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers is immobile," and they're trying to forget that Aaron Rodgers had a uh, 11-yard scramble last year. Remember the discount double check when Aaron Rodgers scrambled for 11-yard touchdown, and Mike Tomlin did the not just one but two discount double checks for the touchdown. So people forget that he can scramble, he can get outside of the pocket. Um, but the receivers haven't been scrambling, and I know for a fact because I've complained about uh, six, six to six or more times in the press that the national. I'm not imagining things. The national television announcers are saying, "Hey, Russell Wilson's outside of the pocket," like 3 different games. Hey, Russell Wilson's outside of the pocket, and the receivers are just standing around. And even in the Texans game last year, Rodgers gets out of the pocket. He hits Calvin Austin in his hand. It's a drop pass. He's outside of the pocket, scrambling. He gets away from pressure. He hits Darnell Washington. It's a drop pass. I hope Darnell catches more this year, but he dropped a bunch of passes. Same thing with Metcalf. Fucking Rodgers' bootlegs. He's running outside of the pocket. He hits fucking Metcalf like 45 yards downfield. Metcalf drops. There were like 3 bad drops in the Texans game that people don't want to talk about. And frankly, um, Troy Fulton was getting blown up at right tackle. He was a turnstile. They were running right around him. It was like hike snap, and then the guy's in Rodgers' face. Everyone wants to blame Rod. People just want to blame Rod. Rodgers was terrible. Oh, he doesn't want to get hit. Dude, these guys are turnstile. The guys are has no time to throw. It's like hike snap, fucking sack. You know, in the was it the Buffalo game? He was sacked in the opening series in 1 second because like guys are like turnstiles. And then when Siamalu got hurt, and then they had Spencer Anderson and Dylan Cook playing guard, and they're getting blown up. It was not pretty, man. Then when Broderick Jones got hurt, Cook came in and played pretty well. But a lot of these guys, they weren't ready to play against the Texans' #1 pass rush in the NFL, and so Rodgers was scrambling like a chicken with his head cut off, and the receivers are not scrambling with him. I've been complaining for years. National television announcers have been complaining for the past couple years, and the Steelers' offense has been horrible for 7 years. Going back to Matt Canada, they haven't been good since what Todd Haley and Bruce Arians were around here. So I don't want to hear blaming Aaron Rodgers. He was the only good player they had last year. Aaron Rodgers and Metcalf were the only real pro players they had, and Gainwell and Warren, but you know what I mean. And even Fryermuth is a young guy that needs to get coached up. And so what does what's the first thing that Mike McCarthy does in preseason? How are things going to be different? Well, just first, for one, don't blame Aaron Rodgers for last year. Rodgers is coming in trying to fix things. So how are things going to be different? For one, Mike McCarthy put the he moved Fontenot and McCormick to the left side. These guys played in Fontenot, particularly was a left tackle at Georgia, and Mike Tomlin. Now I'm not. This is not a bash Tomlin video. I love Coach Tomlin, but the fact of the matter is, Tomlin, you can look this up. Tomlin did not practice scramble drills. Brian Batko from the Post-Gazette, I kept asking, what about scramble drills? What about scramble drills? What about scramble drills? And then the Post-Gazette said to Tomlin, what about scramble drills? And he said, I don't know, they were like, because I was asking every single day in the Post-Gazette comment section. They said, well, we do read your comments. And then they did ask Tomlin, hey, what about scramble drills? And Tomlin, I found out, he's been saying the same thing for 20 years. He doesn't believe in practicing scramble drills. He believes in letting it evolve organically between the quarterback and the wide receiver, kind of like Ben and Ward. But the problem with that is it didn't evolve organically. The announcers complaining. The guys are holding their hands on their hips, and I think Tomlin became a little too lackadaisical the last couple of years because the defense was always confused, not knowing who to cover. Who do we cover? Who do we cover? One thing I'm upset about Patrick Graham is he said that there would be 5 defensive backs running around, which sounds like more of the same. Derrick Henry running up the middle for 200 yards. I don't want to hear 5 defensive backs running around. I want to hear about the 3-4 defense, which stuffs the run, keeps the passes in front of them, plays fearsome, and looks for interceptions. I don't want to hear the sub packages. These sub packages sounds like more of the same defensive bullshit that we've been enduring. But anyway, Mike McCarthy on the offensive side of the ball, he put the offensive linemen back to their correct positions, and so that really makes sense to me. It just everything he does makes sense. These guys are no longer outside of position, and I think it's going to really help their development by putting them in their correct positions on the left side, So Dylan Cook could actually play on his correct position also. Move him back to left tackle where he belongs, So and I think Jones is even a right tackle, so they're like everyone's in their wrong position. So well, the first thing I noticed is that it's McCarthy. He wants line flexibility. He wants everyone to play every position, but they have Fontenot on the left side, which is his correct position. He's putting the guys in their correct positions. The other thing I noticed that Mike McCarthy does is the depth chart makes a lot of sense. He has Rodgers number 1 as the veteran leader, um, and then he has Will Howard number 2 and Rudolph number 3 as the veteran who's been around for a while. He has got the veteran leader. He's got the rookie potential future star. He's got the veteran that you keep around just in case shit hits the fan. If he gets hurt, Rodgers gets hurt. If Howard stinks, you still have Rudolph to as a valuable backup, and this Drew Allar is the rookie who just arrived, and he's going to have to earn his stripes, learn the offense. No hurries here with him. Bring him along slowly. Allar would have to get like 4 touchdowns a game, and then Allar can move up the depth chart. So that's how they want to play it, and that makes a lot of sense. Everything that Mike McCarthy does makes sense. When people say, "Oh, well, Mike Tomlin is holding him back," nobody's holding anybody back. The only reason Mason Rudolph is even in the league is because of Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin started Rudolph for drafted Rudolph, started him for 2 years when Ben was hurt, and they had to replace Rudolph with a guy named Duck Dodges because he was so bad. Rudolph, the 1 yard he could barely pass a 1 yard, make a 1 yard pass. And nothing personal, man. This NFL is super duper hard. I doubt I could do it at all. He's, better quarterback than me. These guys making millions of dollars as a backup quarterback. So don't feel too bad for him. But he's not the very good. We could see what he could do. Listen, Aaron Rodgers got 3,000 yards last year with a broken hand. Uh, no wide receivers while Metcalf was hurt. The young offensive line and Arthur Smith calling running plays on 3rd and 10. And screen pass, screen. He got 3,000 yards with Arthur Smith, Matt Canada 2.0 screen pass offense. But nobody's holding Rudolph back. Tomlin started him for 2 years, and then Rudolph was a free agent for 3 weeks, and the only one to call him was Mike Tomlin. Tomlin called him after he was a free agent working at the Foot Locker, for Christ's sake, and then Tomlin was the only guy to call him. So nobody's holding. He started Rudolph over Kenny Pickett in the playoff game, and and uh, and Rudolph could barely complete a pass in the first half until the third quarter. He got going a little bit, then threw a costly interception that ended the game. But it wasn't really even close. Rudolph got destroyed. He beat a bunch of third stringers, and he was only getting one touchdown a game. Rudolph has 3,000 yards in his whole career. Rodgers had 3,000 yards last year with a broken hand. Come on, man. Let's get real. But anyway, he's a valuable backup. He knows the system. He's got a good attitude. The teammates like him. So it's worth keeping him around. I'm not saying get rid of him and he stinks. I'm saying he is a valuable backup, and everyone else goes down. If I'm the coach of the Steelers, I do want Rudolph right here in third. If these guys go down and you have someone who might be able to win you a games or at least keep you competitive in the games. And when you really look at it, they didn't have any wide receivers last year. You're talking about your best guys of 76. He's no longer on the team, so I don't have him on this team. I thought I would try to recreate who's actually on the current Steelers here with my roster. It just makes it a little more fun for me, and I don't have to be depressed thinking, oh, he's gone. It is depressing a player you kind of liked is gone, but I think it's good that they move on from Calvin Austin. He's been really bad. Not bad, but like he dropped the pass in the playoffs, and he's so shy, like with the routes, and he's like Rogers is like, hey, what route do you want to run? He's like, I don't know, man. What route do you think I should run? It's like, come on, dude, fucking grow some fucking balls, dude. Calvin Austin, the Pee Wee dude. And I think Roman Wilson is the same way. It's like fucking he's getting passed up. And this is another thing that made sense. Mike McCarthy, he put the offensive lineman in the right place. Um, he has the quarterback depth chart makes sense to me. Um, he put Roman Wilson ahead of Jeremy Bernard to start practice, but Bernard had quickly, like by the third practice, passed him up because Wilson's like making mistakes and stuff, and Wilson's not making the best routes. So it looks like Bernard is going to be number 3. But the way Mike McCarthy played it was like, hey, Roman, you'll start ahead on the depth chart because you've already been here. But Gurmy is like quickly passing him up. You know what I mean? So he's doing it the right way, man. And the Roman Wilson has a chance to be amazing and like hold on to like the third or fourth spot. But these guys are going to compete for like depth, man, on the Steelers. Yeah, they'll be competing for depth on the Steelers. But I just wanted to say, I wanted to make a video and say that these, everything McCarthy does. The other thing he does that makes sense, he's starting practice at 11 a.m. The Steeler games are at 1 most of the time when they're not at 8 or Thursday or Monday or um, Saturday or. Christmas or whatever day or Hay Day or May Day or NFL Day or um, Roger Goodell has a hair up his ass day. Typically the games are Sunday at 1, so McCarthy holds practice at 11. In real life, they're going to get to the stadium at, 11 or probably early, a lot earlier than that. They get there early in the morning, but you know what I mean? Again, they hit practice at 11 on real game days. So, um, the schedule is more aligned with the real games, man. So, everything McCarthy does makes sense. And I think people forget that McCarthy was trained in the West Coast offense with the San Francisco with the pedigree of Joe Montana and Steve Young, and um, they were unstoppable for years. And then the Green Bay offense with Donald Driver and with Julius Jones and even the Cowboys, Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. I mean, he makes these guys household names that they can't be stopped. And he has a big coaching tree, and like they people might be underestimating that he had a top 10 offense in the league for 14 years. The Steelers have never had a good offense. So the the city's built on defense, but we're going to have a good offense for the first time. And my big concern is Patrick Graham. He's talking about the five linebacker set, and I'm not impressed with the five. I mean, the five DBs. I don't want to hear about five DBs. I want to hear about the 3-4 defense, three down linemen, and four attacking linebackers. Not fucking two down linemen who are getting run all over, and four linebackers, two blitzers, two linebackers in the middle getting fucking destroyed. It's the same old shit they've been doing. Horrible. It's not like they're gonna do the same thing, but do it better. So I was really hoping that they were gonna bring in the 3-4 defense, but it looks like they're gonna be copying Tomlin's defense. Um, so on the defensive side of the ball, I'm a little disappointed so far, but on offense, I like it. I will play a game, but I think you'll see why. I say Super Bowl contenders because the Steelers really need Michael Pittman. I mean, you can't forget that. They that next year they're gonna have Pittman in here, and this is gonna be a big difference on the team, man. Adding in Pittman so that they can't double team Metcalf anymore. I think things will be a lot different.
We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, I was actually really disappointed in Patrick Graham when he said he's going to have five defensive backs. I was like, oh no, it's more of the same. We'll see. Hopefully it'll be improved. The last thing I want to say on this stream is that the offensive time of possession should be better. And so with the offensive time of possession getting better, the defense should be better because they won't be on the field as frequently. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes. All right, thanks for watching.
Comeback season. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
There's no question, Kate. The big plays down the seam or the big tight ends, a fan favorite. But it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. And this opening drive is headed for 4th down. It's incomplete. Defender there to knock it away. And flipping through, Brock, that certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Right to the air, Burrow. Short pass brought in. Galloping inside the 40. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
He stopped me on defense and then scored in 2 plays, man.
I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game, but starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. Answers have to be found defensively.
We hear it in every sport, partner. Sometimes it's just best to keep it simple. They give it to him, and he heads right up the gut for 2.
That's right. Let that defense overthink it, and boy, did they ever. They were so concerned about everything else, they forgot the simplest play in the book. That run right up the middle. Kudos to that O-line to get that push, and an even better job by the back to get in the end zone.
1st and 10 from the 32. Rodgers from the gun. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
And what's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass, it's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
4-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers.
1st down, Warren. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Pressure coming. Rodgers. Throwing the out route complete. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That's Skoranek. He's got it. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Skoranek. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught by Wilson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offensive line fast.
That's another Steelers.
Going again here, it's Rodgers. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
18. Jumbo. Mike.
Again, Rodgers. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletion.
And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah, Liz. Screen it, get out.
Throwing again, Rodgers. Has it at the 1. And he's not going to get there. Can't quite reach the end zone, and they aren't able to tie things at 8.
Fucking bullshit, dude. Fucking bullshit he got in there, man. That's fucking crap.
8-6.
See, can I get a little defense here, man?
Stadium right after this.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Samaj AP run on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1 2 yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Right back to Chase. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop. See the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Sticking in the air, and it's Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it.
Like I thought, man. Let's go.
Football on the first turnover of the contest. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
30. 319.
Blitz coming for Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
26.
At the 50-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. into the hands of Freiermuth. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Pittsburgh.
50. Down 300. Hey, 88.
Rodgers going to throw on first. Taking a chance to the end zone. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
When he went up 8-0, he didn't expect it would be 13-8 in a minute. But I got to stop him here again, otherwise it's late. He gets the ball at the third quarter.
On the return, this is Period. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. Along the right sideline. There's space. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, it's better he scores quick, so I can maybe score too.
So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
And no connection on the two-point try. It failed.
That's huge.
Spend all week on two-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass
cancels his first one.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40.
Maybe he can't kick field goals. Maybe he's not like a jerk. He can't kick field goals. That's why he goes for it.
So first down from the 41. Now here's Rodgers. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up. Rodgers to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
that will really stay in escape because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Here we go. 4th down with Rodgers. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Warren here from the gun. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Rodgers from the gun. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd down, and they need to get 10. Throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and they hit.
He's got to hold on to that, dude.
He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Jay, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
On fourth down, it's Rogers. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this play never
Probably
had a
should have
chance.
punted, of course, man. Punting would have been good right there.
QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Holcomb there on the stop. Offense in the hurry up here.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on it, throw quarterback's best friend security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air again, it's Burrow. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Here we go.
Again, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals will add to their lead at the end of the half. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball's going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, so they just exposed them.
That's the 3rd time
So that failed. That could turn against me because of that turnover.
Better than that. Even though they're 2 for 3, you know what every old salty coach is going to say.
You should have gotten all 3 of them.
Bingo! Any team that's willing to go for it expects to find success every single time.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Working out of the gun. Here's Rogers. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. To the air on 1st down. Rogers. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
All right.
From the shotgun, here's Rogers. Lays out left side and gets it. Working quickly here.
13 more yards. That's another Steelers 1st down.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be
Get out of
played.
bounds and couldn't spike it, dude. That might be the difference in the game right there.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Gun.
Burrow from the gun. Taken in by Chase, left side. This is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go.
Right back to Chase. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. Set up the screen to Chase. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. They were Johnny on the spot.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's get set.
Sticking in the air. It's Burrow. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Right side cut by Higgins.
Same play as before.
That's the 25. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, I got destroyed in the game, but hopefully my predictions are right, and the real Steelers offense are Super Bowl contenders because they have Mike McCarthy, they have better coaching, better offensive line, and better wide receivers. Let's go.
Taken